Hi, Babash. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Babash. Good morning. What's your roll? I'm trying to record a video here. Well, as you can see, I'm back in the studio today, as at the apartment. Pretty much, I need this as my working space also. So I always wanted to have my own studio apartment, and now I've kind of transformed my apartment into my own studio apartment version of it. So you know, when you start asking yourself, what do you really want in life, and figuring out why you don't have it, amazing things happen when you begin to look for it. And I talked a little bit about it last week about just opening up to possibilities and potential. And I think I didn't really have much of a plan of what I wanted to talk today about, but it's just been such a busy week, but a really good week in the sense that I've been able to I've been able to really feel the difference, see the difference of my weight loss in the mirror. And it was just like, even though a lot of other things might have been stressing me out or not exactly as the way that I wanted it to be, it was like, that's okay, because I need to remind myself that the main reason I moved out here into my own apartment, and I did just get the lease renewed also, so I'm really excited about it, was to really focus on my health and my weight loss. And I'm really proud to say that I weigh 229 pounds now. So it's it's coming from the lifestyle changes that I've made and adapted and incorporated into my life, from going out every morning and doing an exercise. And now that the summer's here, we're also going in the evenings again to go back to the park and just do like a mile and a half. So that's like 3 laps around the park there. Hey, buddy. And I mean, he always likes going out and just getting more exercise done. And I mean, I like it too. And it's also a good time for us to go in the evening, because there's more people out there with dogs. And sometimes we'll see members from the dog group that we have, and like we'll coordinate, text each other like, hey, we're going to be going today. If anybody's down, let us know, and then we'll walk together. And the dogs get along, and I've talked about that before, and it's just great. It's good socializing, not only for the dogs but for me as well, as a human being. And yeah, and then in the morning when we go, it's just more focused on just getting our exercise done. And we'll usually do about 3 miles, and I'm running most of it now, so I'm really excited for that. And I get a really good sweat going, and I know that that's really going to help out with just shedding off weight. And I had to build up to this point. It's easy to just say, oh yeah, just go run 3 miles. It's easy to say it, but when you've never been doing it, when you've always been conditioning yourself to to have excuses, then it's difficult. So that's why I had to start with just walking. Just walk, just move your fat ass. And that's literally what I would have to tell myself. Like, it doesn't matter if you do this in 45 minutes, in an hour, like, just go get the walking done. And from there, I've been able to just build that up more and more over time. And I mean, I'm just I'm looking at it now. Just on the opposite wall from me is where I have the medal from the 5K that I did. And it's only 5K, but still, like, it's something that I committed to. And I'm excited to share that I'm going to be doing another 5K in October, which I'll talk to more about it as we get closer to it. But yeah, I want to do another one, and I'm going to. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I had to build up to reach this level in my life. I couldn't just immediately, as soon as I moved into my new apartment, just be like, all right, this is my life now, and just do that every single day. No, I had to. Arlo, stop! Come on, stop! I had to build it up. I had to lay the foundation little by little. Oh boy, my dog's just getting cozy on my lap. That's okay. That's okay. I don't mind. Arlo, you little silly man. And I had to really build it up to reach that point in my life. And I've talked. Hey, you okay? You okay? Stop. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Come on. Okay, that's enough. You're getting hair all over me. Come on. That's enough. Hey, watch out. Watch out, Arlo. Thank you. Come on. Come on. Chill out. But yeah, I had to really focus on laying the foundation for me to reach this point. As I've talked about it before, when it always came to exercise for me, Arlo, stop. That just how difficult it was for me to like stay committed, and I would always like exercise myself too much to the point where I just felt like really sore and tired, and then I'd be like, you know what, that was solid, that was good. We'll we'll Arlo's funny. He's got zoomies a little bit. He's just sniffing the couch, and yeah, I would always like over exercise myself, feel really accomplished, and then just be like, all right, that's so fine. We'll do this again tomorrow. But of course, when tomorrow came, I was just too sore. I was too tired, and that's when the excuses immediately came in. You did good already yesterday. Take it easy today, and that's how the story was. But not anymore. I had to raise the bar little by little of what the standard was for me, and that's how I'm building discipline in my life, not only for exercise but for everything. Like even my cooking now, because I've said it before that I love to cook, but because I'm much more focused on cooking things that are going to be aligning with my weight loss goals, I've really cut down on like making really fat meaty pastas, or like making breads, or like just a big variety of stuff that I would eat normally. um, so like now I just like get 1 cup of rice, I get a bag of vegetables, cook them together, and then I'll have like just some fish sticks that I put in the air fryer and have it with it, and you know what, like some soy sauce, and you're good to go, and some other seasonings. And I it's also for me the way that I built up doing exercise little by little, the same way I'm adjusting my diet little by little, because I know that weight loss itself isn't going to be happening at the park. It's not going to be happening from exercise alone, but weight loss is going to come heavily from the food that I'm eating, because that has always been my emotional uh, outlet, my emotional release. I don't know how you want to exactly describe it, but yeah, no, I did eat so much out of emotions. Didn't even realize it, but now that I'm so much more aware of it and attuned to it, now a lot of times I'll just wait until like I'm actually hungry and like my stomach is growling, and then I'm telling myself, okay, let's go eat. Because also when you're that hungry and your stomach is growling, anything tastes amazing. So that's a little word of advice for anybody who is wanting to focus on weight loss and wants to be able to start cooking their own food. You know, wait until you're really hungry and then cook things that are aligned with your goals. Um, Having a food scale also really helps if you want to start focusing on things like just how much food I should be eating. And there's a lot of resources online that could help you kind of calculate what you should be eating. And it may not be 100% accurate, but a lot of it is really good. Just general information. There's this one TDEE calculator. I forgot what that. I forgot. I really forgot what it all stands for, but it's a pretty good um, general metric that you put in your stats, your height, your weight, your age, gender, and then it'll tell you, okay, if you want to maintain, this is about on average what you should be looking at as far as your total calories, and then it breaks it down like this is the percentage of that should be like protein, carbs, fats, whatever, etc. Um, and it's a good metric that's really helped me to kind of look at, okay, how much am I actually cooking and how much am I eating in one sitting? Because it's very easy to feel very hungry and just eat a lot to the point where you're just stuffed and full. And you don't need to do that. That kind of that puts you in a place of one step forward, one step backward. And that also I've really improved. Because when I make my 1 cup of rice, and I toss in veggies with the rice, and I'll toss in seasonings that I like, and then I'll do fish sticks in the fryer, and then or sometimes I'll do eggs, and I'll cook the eggs, and then I'll have that, and I'll usually do 2 eggs, um, and then the other half of the rice I just put it away for tomorrow, and it's good to go, and it tastes amazing, and I have soy sauce, and I mean it's simple, but it's delicious. I'm thinking of it right now because I'm gonna eat after this video. Yeah, little by little, building the foundation to living the life that you want. And I've also found that it becomes easier to do the more you do it, because you're in that mindset much more frequently. Oh, and that's something that I did want to talk about. That now that I'm thinking about it, I forgot where I heard it. Um, but somebody said, I think it was on like some clipped talk that somebody was giving, but it was essentially along the lines of your fears are most active when you're closest to the things that you want, because you're really pushing yourself into a zone of discomfort where you have to grow, where you have to decide, okay, is this what I'm going to commit to? Is this what I'm going to stick with? And that journey is different for everybody. There's no one path you should follow for a guarantee, because everybody's life is different, and everybody's reaction to fear, to goals, to opportunities is different. And just like for me, having to build up my exercise routine little by little, by beginning by walking, I had to do the same thing with my goals. I've talked a little bit about before already that just some progress that I'm doing on books that I'm working on. The outlines are finished, and now I'm going through the process of cleaning up all the outlines, making notes, making sure that things in the story are coherent. And once I'm done with this revisioning of the outlines, I'm going to have them all printed out, and I'm just going to look through it with my hand, and I have a few highlighters and pens, and I'm going to make any additional notes and changes, or if I know that, okay, I should add in something here, or I should move something else there, it'll be pretty easy to do once I have them all together printed. Because as much as convenient as it is to have it all organized digital in the Google Drive, I know when I see them in my hand, that's going to be pretty significant, and I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to record a little bit about that when I'm doing it, but I'm not going to post that until the books are written, and that's going to be exciting. I think about it often. I I manifest in my mind how it's going to feel when it's done, and what my life is going to look like. And I don't want to go into too much detail about it because it's very personal and very important. But bet on yourself. You'll be amazed at what you're capable of when you start literally telling yourself, I'm going to succeed, I'm going to figure this out, I'm going to find a way. And just to eliminate what the alternative is going to be, because the alternative is not the life that you want to live. So why settle for it? Go for the life that you want, and the life that you know you deserve, and You know, if you feel like it's aligned with who you are, and you know, if you pray about it, because for me, I believe in God, and I pray a lot about just the journey that I'm on. And if something doesn't feel right, if something just doesn't like feel any kind of conviction behind, I tell myself, okay, God, maybe that's you telling me that's not the path, or maybe that's not the way right now. So it's like, you know, all right, then I'm not gonna spend time focusing more on it. And doing that process is also very easy to keep you focused on the tasks at hand. Um, to you know, finish what you started with, see it through. And yeah, it's pretty amazing, just how much has changed in my life. Um, Next week, or in 2 weeks, around there, will be one official year that I've moved out into my own apartment. And when I have that video done, I'm gonna post some pictures of what the apartment looked like when I first moved in, and how things were, and then how it is now. Because when I first moved in, it was just the absolute bare minimum, but it was my home, and you know, you build it little by little over time, and I'm really excited about it. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I've renewed my lease here for one more year, and I just am so looking forward to where the journey goes on and how things are going to look by the end of that year. And I know it's going to be much more different because I'm in such a solid routine right now of being able to focus on my goals and being able to focus on myself, that you know, I'm going for the life that I've always told myself. Why don't you have it? Or why don't you have these things in your life? And you know, the ones that feel true and genuine and have a real emotional possibility to. It's like, okay, that's probably something that I should consider going for. So, little by little, and just seeing where this channel is going to go. I'm still going to be posting every Friday because this is my journey, documenting how I'm changing my life. And it's fine if my videos right now just have 1, 2, 3 views. It's totally fine. I'm going to stay consistent, and I'm going to keep on posting. And you know, when I'm able to do certain things, like when I'm able to do the full complete pull-up, then you know, I'm going to record that and put that on, because that's going to be a special moment for me, which I've been able to hold myself on the bar now for 20 seconds, and I wasn't able to do the full complete pull-up, but I was able to really feel myself pulling myself up. And I'm just, it's easy to feel impatient, like, why don't I have these things now? But then I remind myself, look at where you were last month, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, a year ago. Look at how far you've come already. Keep going. So if you're out there and you feel like you're going in that phase of, I'm going for my goals, I see the light at the end of the tunnel, but I'm in the dark, you know what? Keep going, because this time in darkness is going to be what forges us and changes us and transforms us. And that's it. That's really all I have to share about today. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.